Hello, and welcome to another session of Shine Like North Star. My name is Carrie Burchill, and I have the pleasure of facilitating some of these great leadership tips and tricks for you. And today we're talking about don't be the ask hole, ASK hole. So if you haven't watched the first session from last week, feel free to chime in and do that. That was May, gosh, let me look at my calendar here. A week ago, anyway, end of May, before Memorial Day weekend, the 25th, and learn about how we all get positioned to be the asshole. It's not fun. And that's when people are really positioning you to be the deliverer of not great news. So today we're going to continue that with some more concrete strategies. I love some of the comments that people had last time to really look at how they resonated with it, how they identified, yeah, I've been the asshole sometimes, and really appreciating some of the tips. So let's extend that today. I'm reaching for my whiteboard and I'm grabbing a pen because today's work involves extending some of our thinking from last time. Okay, hope everyone's doing well today. If you are with me live, just type in live in the comments. That would be great. And if you've ever been the asshole, put yes. Whether you're watching live or watching on repeat, have you ever fallen into being the asshole? Which means people are asking you to deliver the bad news. So here's the trick, and I'm going to apply this to a situation that just landed to me yesterday. So to avoid being the asshole, we want to not get triangulated. So person A asks, thinks something about person B, but what do? Of course, they never go to person B. They go to the asshole up here. So they kind of go around and they go, oh, what do you think about, go figure, person B? Don't be the asshole. Because if person B finds out that you answered, then they're going to be upset with you. Or if you answer in a way that protects B or is just, well, honest, but it's not what person A wants, then you're still the asshole because you didn't align with whatever person A wanted to do and gossip and talk about. So I recently had a leader who reached out to me, surprised with one of their direct reports and how this direct report was showing up. And so the leader reached out to me and said, like, hey, have you had any contact with this direct report? Because, oh my goodness, I'm like, I don't even know what you're referencing. Well, so negative and so this and so that and just going on, right? So I avoided being the asshole by, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're referencing, right? So you kind of play that ignorant a little bit, or maybe naive, or maybe slightly confused because you want to get the other person talking so that you understand where they're coming from. Okay. So do anything to kind of stall and get more information. That's strategy number one. Strategy number two is to really pull in some humble inquiry with that person. I don't know if you've ever read this book, Humble Inquiry by Edgar Schein. Brilliant. Thin. It took me forever to read it because it's the kind of book that's going to tick you off because it gets you to be humble and to remain curious. And we all want to judge. So this person, A, is not a jerk. They're just caught in the spin. We've talked about the spin of leadership. This is kind of my expertise, really, is helping people slow down to go fast. We all get caught in the spin. And our job as colleagues and leaders, and certainly my job as president of North Star Coaching, is to help people slow down and really get at what's the root of this. So people ask you to be the asshole. I knew one of these sessions I was going to mess that up. I hope you didn't hear that. Anyway, people are, when they're in the asshole, they're asking you to be the asshole. They're spinning up here. I'm still embarrassed about saying it wrong. They're spinning up here. And our job is to help them kind of figure out what's really going on. So that's my suggestion when person A came to me recently and said, like, hey, have you had any interaction with my direct report? I'm not sure what you mean. Tell me a little more. I'm not sure what you mean. Well, I'm really seeing them being negative. Okay, so now they're being negative. Well, they really didn't show up well. Oh, well, how are they showing up? I'm asking more questions. I'm understanding what's this person's spin really about. And so person A in this example from just the other day identified a bunch of things that I was able to facilitate because I didn't want to be the asshole. I just got them talking more. And then, after the person sort of identified all of that, I brought in humble inquiry to try to help person A, slow down and really think through what is going on in that situation that's bugging you, and you just want the quick answer. You just want to get a fix going. You want to jump to something. And if we just do the issue fix, what happens is we end up really creating a situation for burnout, right? I've talked about this before. So people are spinning. If we don't help them slow down, they get a quick fix, and then, oh, life happens again. They get a quick fix and it doesn't really go anywhere, right? That's not helpful. And that's us being the asshole. So if this person said, like, hey, have you seen them show up lately? Oh, yeah, I saw them negative. Oh my god. And I could have shared observations. Not helpful. Because this leader needs to really know what's going on with that direct report down here to the bottom. And so they could identify negative, not showing up well. Are they even aware? Oh, good question. Is the direct report even aware that they're showing up? What's driving that direct report's behavior? That's what I asked. What's driving that direct report behavior? So hopefully that leader can get up here into a new understanding of what's going on with that direct report, and getting to a new space together. So you avoid being the asshole when you draw more information out of people and implement humble inquiry, Edgar Schein's concept of just being curious. Remain curious. Don't jump to the quick fix. Don't fuel person A's opinion about what's going on. Because I could have reached for another pen. I could have, when person A came and said, "Oh my goodness, do you know what's happening here?" I could have talked all day long about person B and my impressions, and added to some of that drama. Cy Wakeman talks about it being emotional waste, right? I could have just added to that. Instead, I encouraged the leader, go talk to person B. I wonder what their experience is. And I was humble enough to put myself in this leader's position too, to say, gosh, it is frustrating to see our direct reports not show up well and be frustrated by that, and not react and really understand more, because invariably whatever's happening with B has some connection with what A is doing. And so naturally people want to do the triangulation and make you the asshole because they don't want to do the hard work. And that's not because they're a poor leader or anything else. It's because they're caught in the spin. They're tired. They're just going issue fix, issue fix, issue fix. Dealing with person B who's maybe not showing up well is going to A, take a lot of time. B, it's going to slow things down. C, does it really fix any like operational brokenness right then? I get it. We're all caught in the spin. It's a busy time in the world. It's a busy era. Go aside. So we got to help people when they make us the asshole. Dodge. Do not fall into that trap. Get the person who's wanting the quick fix and kind of positioning you to give the bad news. Get them talking more. Ask open-ended questions. Lead them into some thinking around humble inquiry. Avoid that emotional waste. Nasty. And see if you can help them slow down so that they're really doing more of this drill down and parachuting up to a new paradigm of thinking. And then at the very end, you're helpful, not an asshole, not triangulated. And person B is maybe more positioned to get some of their needs met because we've slowed A down so that A can kind of think, what am I doing to influence this situation that's frustrating? And I just want you to validate it as the outside person. I'm making you the asshole. Just tell me that I'm right and tell me that this person's whatever. Um, it's just easier to do that blame thing. And that's not where we grow and flourish. And that's not where the gravy of leadership is. We all know leadership is super hard work. And those moments when we help people identify a blind spot, when we help them get promoted, they've grown, we've seen their head shift. And I really do think that if we're leading well, we're helping people, obviously at work, that's the goal, but there's this trickle effect of our personal lives. And so be your best, slow people down, dodge the asshole position. Nobody likes that triangulation, and let's together go slow to go fast. I'd love to hear your comments. Reach out with me. I'd love to have you follow on the YouTube channel if you're not on there. Find me on LinkedIn, all that great stuff. Have a wonderful day. Be safe, everybody.